Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And we've got a daily double dose of Dismal Disney.
Yeah, well, it's kind of amusing in some ways, but yeah, it's also dismal. I don't know. There's some weird stories. We got two weird stories for you.
Two Disney stories, because everybody likes to laugh at Disney and Disney guests.
Mm-hmm.
Disney's
the stupidity is overwhelming sometimes.
It is, and if you've been there more than once or twice, you'll notice a pattern of stupidity with Disney guests. So we're going to talk about a woman who couldn't wait to get her hands on a Disney cucumber.
She really wanted a cucumber.
She wanted to get her hand on Mickey's produce, and yeah, we're going to talk about that, and then we're going to talk about how Disney is getting ready for their kind of half-assed 50th anniversary.
Well, we went 50th anniversary, and they put the castle decorations up, but they're already falling apart.
This would probably be a cost-cutting measure.
People are mentioning that. I have comments from Twitter, and the comments are gold.
Yeah, so we'll talk about that. Before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. Over 100 or 201,000.
Yeah, 201. Woo!
Yeah, double
that.
that.
3 off there.
Yeah, it did actually. 201,000. We're planning to do something. We don't know what we're going to do yet, so we'll get back to you, but thank you for the support. This is coming from piratesandprincesses.net, which is Geeky's opinionated Disney blog.
Yeah, I try to be fair, though.
Objective, opinionated Disney blog. Not a lot of those out there, because most of them are actually bankrolled by travel agencies.
Or Disney.
Or Disney. Or they get media access from Disney, so they're not allowed to be honest. They can't tell you, hey, this $2,000 thing that you just bought, yeah, it's a waste of money.
I mean, to be fair about cucumbers, I'm sure where that's a cheap cucumber anyplace else, it's probably a very expensive cucumber in Disney.
It's a magic cucumber.
So apparently, a guest jumped off the boat. If you've been to Living with the Land, in case you're not familiar with what it is a attraction boat ride. It's been there pretty much since opening. I think it's been there with one of the opening attractions.
Yeah, it was opening. Yep.
And It takes you a ride through. You got these little animatronic or type areas, and then you go through the greenhouse and their hydroponics and all that. And they talk about how they're doing different things and they grow produce for the parks and they work with the Department of Agriculture and all this other stuff. Okay, so it's really cool. My kids love it. Actually, a lot of people say it's boring. My kids love it. Always want to do it. Well, anyway, so they were on a ride, and apparently this woman decided to get off the ride to go steal a damn cucumber. And she hits her butt, falls down.
She drunk?
I don't know. And then the other guy goes off and gets her. Okay, so this is during the attraction. They're walking through the greenhouse area to steal a cucumber, apparently. And then someone on the boat said that they overheard her saying she was trying to get a cucumber because her niece wanted one. Well, you know what you tell your niece? Too effing bad.
Too effing bad. It's not alley property. It's not. Did you ever see that video of the woman with the rhubarb?
Oh yes, I've heard about this. The kids talk about
the
all
alley
time.
Property. But yeah, just Google alley property rhubarb. This woman is stealing rhubarb from somebody's backyard. But her defense, and she's very rude. Her defense was the rhubarb was on the other side of the fence, therefore it was part of the alley, and it was her rhubarb. Just because you pay to go to Disney doesn't mean you can steal Mickey's cucumbers.
Right. Well, apparently they were doing this the whole way through the attraction. They were getting off and on and doing different things. So WDW News, they had posted it first. And they had said about it. Well, the comments on here are beautiful. They said, yeah, here, her niece wanted a cucumber, so she was getting a cucumber. At least that's what she said on her original video on TikTok. She's so proud of what she did. Looks like Disney hasn't reprimanded her yet. And apparently they haven't done it since either.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that.
Yeah.
But you want to do it now? Here, yeah.
Well, we can, yeah.
Somebody else mentioned it. I have it in the comments that they said that the guests were jumping on and off. According to Megan Gorney, we were in the boat and witnessed everything. The guy that got out to help her had jumped out of the boat several times during the ride, starting by the farm scene. The entire group was also leaning out of the boat and grabbing sand and throwing it.
Oh my God.
Including holding a small child with them out of the boat so she could grab sand.
What
By the time she grabbed the cucumber, they had already been repeatedly disruptive behavior by the guest party. But there wasn't any response to the situation. The guests were not approached by security when they exited the ride. The cast members did make an announcement to keep our arms and legs inside the boat once. We were very surprised that there was absolutely no security or anyone there to escort them out of the park when they got off the ride. And then here they posted their video snippet of her, like from where they were sitting at. I saw this on there where she gets out and then goes and that's a whole sequence again.
Yeah. God.
So they didn't do it. Disney didn't even do anything about it. And then the first thing our son said was, now, and other people had the same idea, they're going to put lap bars on the damn boats now.
Yeah, they will.
Because of dumbasses who can't follow the rules.
Yo, compare this to Universal when we were there, and I think it was just a dude wasn't wearing a mask on King Kong or something. He got mad, and he started slamming the plexiglass, and they got him as soon as he got off the ride.
But yeah, this is just insane. If you go back to the original story, now the comments, like, I love some of these. Living with the land, but with free samples.
That would actually be kind of good. Yeah, if I was gonna steal something from Living with the Land, I would steal one of their like Mickey watermelons or something.
Yeah, some people said they have like big 10-pound lemons. Why aren't you stealing that?
Freaking cucumber! You can go anywhere and get a cucumber.
They said that here lap bars probably be installed.
Yes, that's exactly what's
the
going to
woman
happen.
jumps off Living with the Land to get a cucumber, can't get back on. Hope she gets a lifetime ban. Apparently not.
No.
They're like, just when you feel like it's going back to normal, we have to start wild instances like this again. I can't go wait to go back Living in the Land.
Oh my God.
And it goes on. There's a lot more sense. This is done yesterday when it had happened. But I'm just like, they're doing stuff with the Department of Agriculture. They're doing experimental stuff in the greenhouse. First of all, they have like scientists working in there all the time. They don't want you touching the stuff. It's going to go to the restaurants and stuff. They don't want you fondling their fruit or vegetables.
Don't fondle Mickey's cucumber.
I'm just like, why would you think that you should be just hopping off the damn boat?
Because you paid thousands of dollars to be there. So they said about things going back to normal, and I was going to mention like the crowds are insane. So they're going to get some people.
Well, yeah, because
unpleasant guests.
Well, they already have it, I think, at 50% capacity, and I'm hearing, on the back end from people that they're thinking that it'll go up to 70 in July.
Oh God! So these people have been cooped up for a year and a half. A lot of them.
So they're living dangerous. Is going on Living with the Land to hop off the boat.
Yes. Like seriously, if you're gonna do something that could potentially get you arrested, picking a cucumber off of a damn Disney ride is not the thing I would do.
Meanwhile, we had the guy that was drunk climbing up the Mexico pyramid, before all that.
But then we had the other guy who was going into closed Disney attractions. Getting camera footage, and he got banned.
Right, but then these people are doing it right in broad daylight in front of everyone, and they're allowed to do that. So now, how many people are going to go try to jump off the boat now to see if they get away with it?
Oh, they'll put like fences or something up, or mesh or something.
Yeah, something dumb.
Every time somebody does something stupid at a Disney park, new rules get put in place.
Now, I will say one person had commented, and I don't know if this is true or not, but they said when they were at the college program, they had heard a rumor or a story about a whole Brazilian tour group, got off and started dancing in the greenhouse once. But I don't know if that's true. That's just what they were saying. The
whole tour group.
That's what she said.
Do you know how many people were in the tour group?
Have you seen those tour groups?
There's a lot.
If you see a tour group, try to get in front of them or go someplace else because you'll be waiting in line for a long time.
So no repercussions. Way to go,
So far, Disney. And in Disney, where's the statement here, Disney? What are you going to say about this?
All right. So maybe they just don't have enough security because they're not paying enough these days. Their quality control seems to be slipping.
So, we have this too. So Disney does this big announcement for the 50th anniversary. They're doing iridescence with the EAR capitalized for their 50th anniversary celebration on the castle. And they put all these different things on. They drained the moat around it, put the decorations up, and they put the water back in. So other than the clock face that they were putting the 50th on, it was supposed to be completed. Well, this happened. Oh my God. Now, these are supposed to be hurricane-proof decorations, guys.
It is a command strip.
But in a couple screw holes, it looks like. And I was joking, WW News Today also had put this up. And somebody on there, of course, was getting all pissy. Like, you're just trying to get, hate clicks and drum up controversy. There's clearly screw holes there. And here's the thing. I thought, well, maybe they took it down on purpose. But the moat's filled. So how are they going to get to it? And my next comment was maybe they used the exact same screws they used to hold the beds in the Riviera on the walls.
Oh my God, yeah. So for those of you who missed that, Disney builds a brand new luxury resort.
It's very expensive, hundreds of dollars a night.
Very expensive, and they had beds attached to the walls, and they fell off. They just started falling off.
Right as they opened. People were getting the beds, and the beds are breaking off the walls. So I said maybe they used the exact same screws they used for their storm-resistant decorations. And we haven't even had a hurricane yet.
Oh my God. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, the decorations falling off the castle. I like this guy here. How many command strips do I need to make my own Cinderella castle? Duct tape and popsicle sticks. Imagineers Bob would like to use a waterproof epoxy on the decorations, and it costs $50 per application. Chapek, put a 50-cent command strip on it and add $49.50 to my bonus. The guest won't notice the difference. Hey, we said that Bob Chapek is a penny pincher. I don't think people realized how cheap Disney was going to get, but of course, they've got to make up a lot of lost revenue for last year.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry, that is a command strip. Looks like in the
That is a
could
command
have just
strip.
been that was what was locking it in place till they got the screws in, but the screws apparently failed because it fell off.
Yeah, they probably laid off or furloughed the people who did the actual outdoor installs and replaced them with people who did like window installs and thought, yeah, that's kind of the same thing, right? That probably is true. Because we have heard from people working in the parks that they've cut back on quality control, they've cut back on security, they've cut back on cleaning, they've cut back on, they laid 32,000 people off.
I like this one. Just rub some pixie dust on it. It'll be fine. Total mounting tape noobs. There's clearly this is clearly a 2-command strip kind of job. Yeah. I said, why don't they just get Gorilla Glue to sponsor the castle? Like, they have these sponsors all the time, these corporate sponsors. Why don't they just get Gorilla Glue? As we know from that woman's hair, that stuff holds and you can't get out no matter what you do.
Yeah, and conveniently enough, the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique is inside the castle.
There you go. I'm sure they're not going to use command strips.
Hair.
But, I think it's funny because immediately people were like, oh, you're just looking for problems. And other blogs were putting it too. The interesting thing was, and I noticed it on Blog Mickey, was they said, but the moat has been refilled. So, you'd think, okay, well, maybe they took it down to fix it or something. But the reason the moat was empty was so they could get to the damn decorations and put them up. So I have no idea what's going on, but now their 50th anniversary, these are supposed to last for 18 months, by the way. The 50th anniversary celebration isn't even until October 1st. And then, so that's what, like 4 months away or whatever.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, it's supposed to last from then another 18 months. So we're talking, like 22 months, almost 2 years of things are supposed to be up there. And they're already falling off.
Oh, Disney. Is it still worth paying $100 and some a day to go?
I mean, that's neither here nor there. But
I just really hope that the same people doing the decorations on the castle aren't doing quality control or maintenance on the ride vehicles.
Yeah.
Because that could be a problem.
Well, they did have all those boats sinking on Jungle Cruise before the pandemic. And now they have a boat sunk over there on purpose. They probably just took one of the boats that kept sinking and just made it part of the decorations for the new Jungle Cruise update.
Probably.
Because they kept sinking, the boat kept, they just sunk it on purpose. That they just added that, today. And one good news is a lot of it depends who you ask. A lot of the pre-shows that were shut down, like the Stretching Room or like the Library and Tower of Terror, the Rock and Roller Coaster pre-show, a lot of those have reopened.
Okay, good.
So people are getting put back in. So there's a lot of things going back to pre-pandemic Disney. But then you have this stuff going on and Dippos jumping off of boats and...
Anyway, there we go, guys. There's your double dose of dismal Disney for today. I think with all the people coming back, I think we're gonna have lots of dismal Disney stories for months to come.
I just think it's worse that Disney didn't do anything about these people. And I mean, we're not talking like just one time. Like they were literally, grabbing sand but not leaving the boat. They tell you to put your hands back in. Somebody got their flipping hand, was it injured or cut off on Pirates?
Yeah, they put their hand in the water when they tell you not to put your hand in the water, and I guess he got his hand mangled in the chain on the
they tell you to do this for a reason. And then but these people legitimately left the damn boat. Like this, and that's how you get lap bars put on this. They got lap bars on Splash Mountain now, but that was more because weren't people flashing
boobs?
Yeah, they were
boobs.
But you still can do that even with a lap bar.
You can.
I thought they were guys were standing up and flat. I don't know. I know when we rode it before the lap bars were on it with our son, there were these guys in front of us, and they kept standing up, putting their hands up into the water, get the water jumping around the fountains. They kept standing up on the boat, and my son was already he was younger, and he was already kind of scared to ride it, and I got him talked into riding it, and then he didn't like riding it. Part of the reason was they were rocking the damn, logs because they're jumping up, putting their hands in the air, and he was just downright terrified because he was like 6 or something like that, Yeah. So it's just ridiculous.
Like I said, every ridiculous rule at Disney comes about because there's a ridiculous guest that does something stupid.
That's for everything. I mean, there's a reason why hair curling irons say external use only.
Yeah. Don't ask. Don't ask. We gotta wrap this one up.
Yep.
All right, so please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. Check out piratesandprincesses.net. We'll talk to you guys later.
And bye.